So once you get clear on Hell Island, right, which is what's his big problem? His big problem is that he can't get enough jobs, right? Then from there, we try to figure out what are the symptoms of that problem. Once you get clear on that person, again, this is the first step to writing great copy always starts from the research, right? After that, once we know, all right, here's where this person is. He's hairy, he's got these frustrations. Then we get clear on the journey. And the journey is always from point A to point B. We've done this before.
Heaven and Hell Island.
Heaven and Hell Island, exactly. So they're always going from whatever hell they're in, right? He doesn't have enough jobs. That's where he is now. And there's always going to be a process. And then there's going to be point B, which is where does he want to wind up, right? What's his dream goal? We call it Hell Island, Heaven Island, right? So now that we know, okay, this is Harry. You got a very specific, tangible image of who you're going to market to. We know where his Hell Island, and we'll start that now, the process of Hell Island. Is getting clear on Hell Island, which is what is his big problem, right?
What keeps him up at night? What's the thing he's saying to his wife that he's only telling to her? Pillow talk is what you call it, right?
Yep, pillow talk.
Just so the stuff you're kind of like, oh man, like I don't know what we're gonna do next week if we don't get another few jobs. Like I'm gonna have to lay off, Henry or whatever.
How am I gonna pay for little Johnny's college, right?
Hopefully you're not. Because
could be what he's thinking about, though.
I know, but
I mean that's the talk that goes on.
I know
the pillow talk concept. So
we know college is kind of a sham.
It is kind of a sham.
It's kind of expensive.
It is overpriced.
Yeah. Great network, great party.
Yeah, good for that. So point A.
Speaking of partying, a little vodka monster to kind of get me back in the game.
Well, there you go. You're good to go.
Should be soon.
So once you get clear on Hell Island, right, which is what's his big problem? His big problem is that he can't get enough jobs, right? Then from there, we try to figure out what are the symptoms of that problem, right?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was thinking one of the things that would be helpful, I think, for us. So you go through the scenario of this small business owner, right?
Yep.
But like sometimes it's easy to when your first time through anything is do it on yourself.
Yes.
Like walk this, like your guys' first time through this exercise, like put yourself as if you're, writing copy for yourself. So think of the things that you're thinking about at night or the problems you're having or your Hell Island. So if it's like, hey, I'm more introverted. And so I'm really just nervous to talk to people. So like, that's my hell is to be doing that every day. And so that's where I live in. And that's if someone's going to help me, like, what would that look like? Right. And just putting yourself in the shoes of a small business owner, because you guys are small business owners. And I think it will help you kind of get this format. This stuff takes a little bit of time to go through a few times because you got to figure out kind of, and you got to understand too, it's not that, if you got a female that was 23 that wanted to buy home theater, that it's going to blow this whole thing up. You're trying to get into the mind of your ideal character.
Yeah.
Right. That you're going to be working with and writing for and getting leads for, or if you're doing it for yourself, identifying those things about that on yourself too. But that doesn't mean it won't apply to other things. So just keep going.
Yeah. And really the way that I was taught to do this, the way that I do it is I will go through these questions whenever I get into a market or a niche that I'm going to go into, because whatever niche you guys are in, you guys should know it cold, right? If you know that the customer is better than your competitor, it's going to give you a competitive advantage, right? So what I would always do is I would go through this and then I would almost kind of close my eyes and try to imagine what life is like as best I could, almost like an actor from their point of view, and really try to empathize with that point of view, right? The better you can understand that, again, it's just going to come out in all your communication to that market. So, and again, I'll give you guys this sheet. So what I like to figure out is, what are the symptoms of that major problem? Then what is it costing them mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially to have those problems?